Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another reaction, and this time it's a bit different. Not a video game trailer or a movie trailer. It's actually the Unreal Unreal Engine 5 tech demo for the PS5. Well, let's see what does the next gen have in store for us. Real.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at
Hello.
Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jérôme Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
Bonjour.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state of the art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. And we're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned with poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my zero grammetry scale CAD data without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Let's
Awesome.
see.
Let's take a look at it.
This has to be the right way.
Very CGI looking. Mouse, get off.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and look at some of the keys of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film.
I like
There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What do many
I know
triangles
that.
look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that
You
even
can
includes
tell.
multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here.
Look, the shade
Without
up
GI,
there on the left top.
All of that beautiful lighting is gone. Enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly. Okay, let's keep going.
Can we play this? Sometime, at some point? Just to
We've made
experience,
some
you know?
great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics
movement.
of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. This adds up to a more immersive experience.
The hair movement, Did y'all notice there? Just the...
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
I
We've
wonder...
also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
Oh wow. I wonder if this is the demo for Horizon. The next one. It is, isn't it?
The demo runs on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf. Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt.
Oh yeah.
We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For
Hopefully,
the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the
This
door.
looks promising.
I want that in the next Assassin's Creed. Because the last two forgot all
Dynamic
about
GI
that.
is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light
Looks
source can move while
it
still
might
having
be.
beautiful
Ugh,
bounce lighting.
Insects. Ugh.
Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light.
Cool.
Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
The cave and the whole thing is beautiful. You know what?
And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone. Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
Ooh. That looks nice.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination,
Ooh.
all running on a PlayStation 5.
Yo, imagine God of War. The next one. Number 5 or 2, whatever you want to call it. Imagine. Like, now it feels like a God of War. And like Tomb Raider, Uncharted, like mixed up, you know?
There's not much
Love
time.
the realistic movement.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
How did she climb the stairs? I hate that when they like walk like
Portal,
that.
it's open. Don't fail me now.
Now it's Assassin's Creed. Whoa! PlayStation 5, y'all. Beautiful.
It's time to see what's next.
Wow. 9 minutes went by? That quick? This is good. Coming 2021. Alright. Look. It's definitely beautiful. You know, obviously, like, it's the next gen. And not so related to this news really, but something Phil Spencer on the Xbox side, just kind of relating to this, he was like, don't expect a big jump. And here, it definitely feels like a big jump. Now, as far as like how everything comes together, that will be the, you know, the underlying factor of the success of next gen. Because yeah, from all of this, but this is obviously done in a way it's very specific movement. They just made this demo to show us what the next gen can do, or in this case PS5. But what if like every all the elements come together? How powerful will the next gen be to actually, because I like this. I don't want this downgraded. Like if you're telling me that you're gonna have all of that, the natural lighting, the way everything worked, the movement, all of it, every single, you know, to the last pixel, everything, and you're gonna be able to run like Horizon Zero Dawn Part 2 like that, the whole thing, without any problems. Kudos, you know, like that's what I'm looking for. So it's this, as much as I love this, but on a realistic side, at the same time, it's like, let's see, will it be able to handle it, or will this take a bit of time before they actually reach this place, you know, like something like even the PS3, or not so much as the PS4. The PS4 you could, because I'm on the PS4 side, and I'm pretty sure on the Xbox side y'all agree too, because the PS4 you could tell, you know, I remember Killzone, the lighting and everything, just the moment, Shadowfall, I'm talking about Shadowfall, when you put it in, or even Black Flag, those were like the first two, well, the first two games I bought on the PS4 when I got it. So I was blown away by, like, especially with Shadowfall, and same thing with Black Flag, the way the water and everything worked in that game was beautiful. The fighting, not so much for Black Flag. I think that took a step back, but the world definitely looked like that it actually could not run on the previous generation that was made for that. Right on. Something like the PS3 definitely did not succeed in doing at the start. You know, remember Resistance, even though I love that game. Uh, I love that series actually as a whole, but the first one was not a big jump. Like, yeah, there were particles. There were things you can tell that they were very well done, but overall it was, as graphically speaking, like it was a mixed bag. You could tell like there was done more, and they obviously by the time the second one came out, and this, by the time the third one came out, they were like right on, like they understood, oh, what the engine, how the engine worked, how the PS5 worked, and all. So, you know, obviously, but PS3, as far as, you know, being next gen, obviously it was a big jump from PS2, but it was not something like as much as we thought it would be. Whereas PS4 started on a strong note. It, from right off the bat, it told us, hey, well, look at this. This looks good, right? So I let's see. I wonder like where PS5 is gonna stand. It's gonna be more like the same route as PS3, where it's gonna start slow. It's not gonna be able to do things until like people figure it out, or the other route. I'm thinking it's gonna start on the strong route, because some of the, if you, obviously I don't know, I don't remember the details, but if you remember the reveal, the spec reveal they did, they were saying the reason like they decided on those specs is that because they wanted to, for everybody who worked on PS4, to have the familiarity so they can easily jump to PS5. So if they're showing this as a PS5 demo, then I'm hoping that's what they're talking about. That because the reason they chose those specs is so that they can do this easily, so they can have that jump without having, you know, the first few games or the first few exclusives not looking as good until somebody figures out how to do things. Because, so remember, PS3, I think really we really came to know like how good the PS3 can do things. Honestly, when as far as I remember, it was when Grand Theft Auto 4 and Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. That was when you knew, like, okay, this is PS3 going on full berserk mode. Like, there some good teams behind these games, so they know what they're doing, and they're utilizing every aspect of this engine and every aspect of the tech that's on hand. So yeah, let's see. I hopefully it's a strong start because like whether it's $400, $300, $500, it's still money out of your pocket, and you whether on the Xbox side or on the PS5 side as a whole, no matter what you choose, whatever you like, that's fine. But whatever it is, we hope like it's a good competitive start on both end, and they start on a strong note. You don't. I really would not like where it's like, oh, okay, the first few games where we're still figuring out things. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll figure it out like in a half a year. We'll figure out. Everybody will figure out the engine, and then you'll see better games. You know, the first game, the first exclusive, I want to see some like a big jump. Personally speaking, that's why I'm spending the money. So, and this engine is showing, obviously it's showing the 2021. So I wonder if that's when they'll start using this engine, and or what, or this is related to a specific game. For some reason, some of those symbols and everything, I don't know. I do not know why, but just at times it seemed a lot like Uncharted and Tomb Raider, uh, and it's on the PS5. So obviously, if like the PS5 is showcasing this, then they're either going to be using this either like a mix of this and the engine, the Gorilla engine, whatever it's called, and for either Horizon 2 or either probably for a hidden next Uncharted or a hidden next Last of Us Part 3 or God of War. I don't know. A lot of these things, those three came to my mind. At times it felt like Uncharted, Tomb Raider, but it's on the PS5, so I was like, okay, so Uncharted. Then at times it felt like God of War, and other times, honestly, it felt like Horizon, the climbing and all of that. You can even say like Uncharted and Horizon, but yeah, that's my take on it. That's my take on it. So hopefully, I can't wait for the next gen to come out because the next few months, yeah, we still have a strong end. We have Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. But then after that, it's a bit of a wait because then it's June and July, the next two games, the next two exclusives. As I said, I'm on the PS4. I'm on the PlayStation side. Those are the consoles that I own. So yeah, it'll be a bit of a wait. It'll be enough time for me to finish those games, but still, it'll be a bit of a wait. But yeah, man, if y'all are waiting, then get ready to spend some money because when those consoles come out, you need a good screen. So you know what? Uh, Comment below and let me know what's the best. I have something in mind, but what is the best 4K screen to get right now? I have a PC that can run 4K. I don't have a monitor yet. It's 2K, but yeah, definitely. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, might as well start spending right now instead of spending everything in one day and then, crying to bed because you spent everything in your bank. So maybe I'll prepare in advance. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what screen to get. What's a good 4K screen that I can get? Because obviously I can still use it right now because I have the my PC which can do a 4K easy. But yeah, I would love to know. So yeah, with that, that's my take on it. Hopefully you like it. If not, let me know. If you like it, let me know. Comment, do whatever you like, subscribe if you can. Thank you for all the support, and I will see you all later. Ta-ta.